I always thought that if my partner betrayed me, I would feel it. I would know. Turns out, I walked past his second life for years without even realizing. Charlie and I had been together for 5 years. We lived in a quiet neighborhood, shared passwords, shared grocery lists, shared everything. Or so I thought. 2 weeks ago, he left his jacket on the couch. A receipt slipped out of the pocket. A receipt from a local florist. Nothing weird, except it was dated for Valentine's Day, a day he told me he had been stuck at work. I would have brushed it off. But then I saw the handwritten note on the back. I love you too. I told myself it had to be a misunderstanding, so I drove to the address on the receipt. It wasn't a shop. It was a residential street, a house, a nice one at that, with a white porch and a cute blue door. Then I saw him, Charlie, laughing, carrying grocery bags, walking into that house like he belonged there. I almost convinced myself I'd imagined it, until I saw a woman step out and kiss him. But it wasn't the kiss that destroyed me. It was when a little girl ran to him and yelled, "Daddy!" I sat in my car for 30 minutes that night, watching him tuck that little girl into the back seat of a car that wasn't ours. My hands were shaking so hard I couldn't even turn the ignition. The next morning, I acted normal. I sat at breakfast with a smile. "How was work?" I forced out as smoothly as I could. He lied like he'd practiced it 1,000 times. Over the next few days, I followed him, quietly, like a ghost. On Tuesday, when he said he had a late meeting, he was at that house. On Thursday, when he said he had drinks with coworkers, he was at that house again. I found their photos on Facebook. Not under his name, of course, under hers. A woman named Claire. Her relationship status said married. The man in the pictures had a beard and slightly longer hair, but it was definitely him, my Charlie, smiling in every photo. I scrolled down further. There was a wedding photo, him in a suit and her in white. The date on the post? 2 years before I met him. I thought I was the love of his life. Turns out, I was the second act in a play I had never auditioned for. But the real twist wasn't that he had another family. It was who else in my life already knew. I confronted my best friend, Leah, because she worked at the same company as Charlie. I figured she might have seen something. But when I told her what I'd found, she didn't even look shocked. She looked guilty. She knew. She'd known for years. "He said he'd tell you when it was time," she whispered. "He said it was complicated." Complicated? He married another woman. He had a child. A life I didn't even exist in. When I finally confronted Charlie, he didn't deny it. Not once. He just sighed, like a man tired of keeping his stories straight. "She got pregnant," he said. "I couldn't just leave them." And then he said the words that turned my rage into ice. "But I love you more." I walked out that night. I didn't scream and I didn't cry. I left his keys on the counter and shut the door behind me. He didn't just betray me. He built a second life, a life with people I used to call my friends, watching it happen. The next day I walked down that same street, not to confront him, not to look through the windows, just to remind myself, that house wasn't mine. That life wasn't mine, but my future would be. Like and subscribe so you can be here for every news story that comes out, and drop suggestions in the comments of stories you would like me to write for you.